Good morning, Scott School, on this terrific Tuesday, October 1st. Oh, I can't believe October is here. And that officially lets me know that fall is really here and with us now. So, my favorite season of the year. And it also means homecoming week, which is super exciting. It's been really fun to see those interested in participating in the fun spirit days each day and all the very creative clothing and hairstyles and all the things that go along with those fun spirit days. Today is Hawaiian Day, and it's been pretty cool to see a lot of Hawaiian and beach wear that's appropriate for school here today. And tomorrow, friends, is flannel day. So anything that you have that's flannel shirt, maybe a flannel PJs that are long pants, something like that. So think about if that's a day that you're interested in participating and showing your school spirit. It's super fun to just all bond together and just enjoy the fall and homecoming week in particular. We know that our fun run is coming up, and all of you are doing a fantastic job generating money for our school that will go towards field trips and paying for transportation to and from those trips. It's always so wonderful when we get such donations to do these fun experiences. And I want to share with you that we are 71% close to our goal. We've almost reached it. That's incredible. And our leaderboard, which means our top classes that have brought in funds so far, are in third place. Mrs. Larson's class, well done. And in second place, don't hold your breath for Mrs. Cass's class. And in first place, our number one revenue creator, generator, money bringer inner is Mrs. Van Kira's class. Miss Van Kira's class. Sorry about that. And got to use those honorifics. And how exciting to hear those classes are in the lead. That doesn't mean that they will stay there, however. So, all of your efforts in raising these funds really, really do go to a good cause. It is fantastic to be able to go on these experiences. And I am super proud to be able to share that every single class has done a lot of work in getting these monies, bringing these funds in. So we have every class on this sheet, which is amazing. So keep up the fine work. And before I pass the mic on to Mrs. Schwartz, I know I'm long winded today, but I want to talk a little bit about playground safety. So Panther Pride recess last week was a blast. It was super fun. It was very eye-opening for Mrs. Schwartz and me. However, it showed us how respectful, responsible, and safe our students, and it also told us what we need to teach and need you to do a little bit more so that we create that fun, respectful, safe environment outside by being responsible students on the playground. So, two things I want to talk about today. Number one is at Scott School, we do not play tag or chase. We do all sorts of other types of fun games, but we avoid those chasing or tag type games. And I'll tell you why. One reason is tag requires us to put our hands or body on someone else. And there's something called physics that you will learn as you get older in science class, which means when you are running and chasing and tagging someone, oftentimes that individual gets pushed or shoved to the ground because your momentum from running, you are in motion and it's hard to stop. So even though you might intend to tap or touch, usually that turns into a slap, a push, or a shove. And I know that that's unintentional. However, that's the number one reason why we don't play tag. The second reason we don't play tag or chase is because it makes some students feel uncomfortable. So even if you think it's a fun time to chase someone, they might not have that same idea in mind. Or perhaps they might think it's fun and then they decide in the middle of playing chase that they don't really like it anymore. It's hard to stop and communicate that doesn't feel safe or comfortable. So that's the other reason, because if we play in ways that make each other feel comfortable and that we're being respectful to one another, then the playground is a safe place for everyone to feel included and have a good time. So that's the number one thing I want to talk to you about today. The number two thing I want to talk to you about on the playground is we have these super duper swings and these wonderful, awesome climbers. The swing set, we're noticing that students are using the swings appropriate, but there are a lot of students who are finding it interesting to hold on to the poles between the swings and either walk around them or twirl on them or climb them, and that is not safe. Couple of reasons it's not safe. One, we have students who are swinging and they could barrel into or swing into a student who is standing by one of those posts or climbing it or twirling around it. And the other reason is it isn't designed to do that. Those posts are there just to hold up the swings in a safe way. So I'm requesting that those of you who enjoy those swings use them as intended to swing on a swing by yourself, meaning individually, one person per swing, and that everyone else stay clear of the swing set. You might want to wave or smile or have conversations nearby, but make sure that you're away from the swing set so that others who are swinging can enjoy it and you don't unintentionally get into kind of a collision or some sort of a smash fest out there. That would not be good. Okay. And then with the climbers, we have a really cool thing with the climbers. It's almost like monkey bars and it allows you to climb one way or the other. We're noticing students are climbing and meeting each other in the center. Now, there's no direction on which way you have to climb because you can enter that climber from both sides. So all we ask is, should that happen, you're climbing from one direction, someone else is climbing from the opposite direction, smile at one another, and then let go, and then start over. We may change that at some point, but right now, that would be the safest way instead of meeting each other in the middle and saying, hey, this ought to be fun, to get tangled up on the climbers, and then someone may fall and get injured, and that would hurt everyone's heart. So those are the two reminders about safety on our playground. I'm confident all of you are going to do a great job following those directions. And now on to Mrs. Schwartz.
Well, thank you, Mrs. Rehow. One other quick little reminder, our slides, make sure you are only going down the slides. We are not climbing up the slides. That is not a very safe option. All right, our Fab with Vocab word of the week. Oh my goodness, Panthers, this is a fun one. Figuratively, it is an adverb that means with a meaning that is different from the basic meaning. So this in this little cartoon cracks me up because it's pretty funny. It's raining cats and dogs. I mean that figuratively. There are no cats and dogs coming from those rain clouds. Just means there are lots of big drops coming. So now on to our Panther Pride winners from Mrs. Denning's class. We have Emmy and Willow. From Mrs. Crumb's class, we have Annika, Cora, Luke, and Dominic. From Miss Anderson's class, we have Faith and PJ. From Mrs. Carr's class, we have Vivi and William. From Mrs. Poosferish's class, we have Jada and Connor. From Mrs. Toth's class, we have Lucas and Anna. From Miss Vancura's class, we have Declan and Alexis. And last but certainly not least, from Miss Sovie's room, we have Rory and Emma. Congratulations, my bucket fillers. What a great way to demonstrate how we roll here at Scott School. Now, my friends, let's stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Have a truly terrific Tuesday, Scott School.